The mini mental state exam. The mini mental state examination is a structured way of assessing a patient's current state of mind. As with any clinical examination, it is split into several domains. Let's take a look at them. Appearance. It's important to observe the patient's general appearance, their personal hygiene. Are there any signs of self-neglect? Clothing. Are they dressed appropriately for the weather, the circumstances? Are clothes put on correctly? Physical signs of underlying difficulties. Any self-harm, scars, or signs of intravenous drug use? Check out their baseline. Get a reference point of what is normal for them first, and work from there. Stigmata of disease. Note any signs of stigmata of disease such as jaundice. Weight. Note if they appear significantly underweight or overweight, especially if it's more or less than normal. Objects. Look around to see if the patient has brought any objects with them and note what they are. Behaviour. Check the patient's engagement and rapport. Note if the patient appears engaged in the consultation or if you can develop a rapport with them. Eye contact. Check the level of eye contact and note if they appear reduced or intense or staring. Facial expression. Observe if it's relaxed, fearful, angry or disengaged. Body language, which may appear threatening or withdrawn. Psychomotor activity. Retardation associated with paucity movement. Abnormal movements or postures, involuntary movements, tremors, tics, lip smacking. Check for all these things. Speech. Assess the patient's speech and identify any abnormalities which may indicate underlying mental health issues. Their rate of speech, the quantity of speech, poverty of speech, excessive speech, tone of speech, monotonous speech, tremulous speech, volume of speech. Is it quiet or loud? Fluency and rhythm of speech, stammering or stuttering, slurred speech may occur in major depression due to psychomotor retardation. It may also be a sign of acute intoxication. Stilted speech can be a manifestation of thought blocking. Mood and affect. Mood and affect both relate to emotion, however they are fundamentally different. Mood represents a patient's predominant subjective internal state at any one time as described by them. Affect represents an immediately expressed and observed emotion in a crossroads of how they feel in their mood. Affect is what you observe and mood is what the patient tells you. Thought. Thought form refers to the processing and organization of thoughts. Check the speed of thoughts, the flow or coherence of thoughts. Are they loose, circumstantial, tangential? Think of the content. Are they delusions, obsessions, compulsions? Thought possession, thought insertion, withdrawal and broadcasting. Perception. Perception involves the organization, identification and interpretation of sensory information to understand the world around us. Abnormalities of perception are a feature of several mental health conditions. These abnormalities include hallucinations, pseudo-hallucinations, illusions, depersonalization, derealization. Cognition is a mental action of processing and acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. Insight and judgment. Judgment refers to the ability to make considered decisions or come to a sensible conclusion when presented with information. Judgment can become impaired in several mental health conditions, leading to poor decision making. Insight as a mental state examination context refers to the ability of a patient to understand that they have a mental health problem. Risk. Assessing risk is an essential part of the MSc. Risk can be subdivided into risk to self and risk to others. Risk to self is ask the patient if they experience any thoughts of harming themselves or deliberate self-harm. Risk to others, ask the patient if they are having any thoughts or have made any plans to harm others. Again, normalizing statements can help implicit this. Sometimes when people are going through difficult things, they might have thoughts to harm someone else. Subscribe to the channel for more.